Coming up on Between Sips.
I was so afraid of it because I did have the conversation and I have the women around me, but they're also a
Mm.
little bit older, and I was like, maybe I'm too young to do this because there's no.
Welcome to Between Sips. I'm Susan DeVriend. When asked what is Between Sips all about, this is my answer. It's like this. You go over to a friend's house for a cup of coffee, and the conversation is so good, you wish you hit record, or at least wrote down some of it. Often we have conversations in cozy little environments that are meaningful, that help us think a little deeper, inspire us or motivate us. That's the whole idea behind Between Sips. From time to time, I'll do a solo episode about something that has happened that I think is inspiring or motivating in one way or the other. All of this is an invitation to you to join the conversation. And if you feel like you want to or feel inspired to, please write a comment or join me over on Substack to continue the conversation. That's where I'm developing a community under my business, Susan's Little Cup of Magic. This next episode is fresh and ready, so let's go listen. Today's guest is Wendy Van Hardeveld. She's a portrait photographer and a visibility mentor from Utrecht, the Netherlands. Her work is rooted in one core belief. Every woman is already beautiful. The camera doesn't create that, it reveals it. Through portrait sessions and her year-long creative program, Revealed, she guides women toward genuine visibility in front of the lens and beyond. No filters, no performance, just you seen fully. You can follow her on Instagram and on her website. Welcome, Wendy, to Between Sips. We were just talking about something really interesting, so I want to bring that here and talking about getting older. How about that?
Great subject.
It's great to have you here. Just a quickie. Wendy and I have known each other. Quickie.
Yeah.
We've known each other for 12, 13 years now.
Something
I want to
like
say.
that. Yeah.
Pretty much the whole time I've had a business.
Same.
You met me right at the beginning. So, wow. It's a long time. Wow.
Yep.
So we know each other really well, everybody who's listening in. And so this could get kind of fun, which is the whole point in my life anyway. We're getting older, and there's a lot to say about that. But I'll hedge it off. I got a haircut for my birthday, and I was really super excited about it. And yeah, this is superficiality. I'm going to go right there. It's not what I really wanted. It looks fine because people who are watching the video. But this is something, hair has become kind of a different topic for me in my wonderful young age of 53. I'm not one of those people who cares, but about telling my age. But anyway, I go get this haircut. I decided I wanted to do a bob. And I used to be really like 50, pictures, just over the top. Now I'm just like, yeah, I know. I want to have the bangs back. I've lost a lot of hair and it's thinning, and I'm going to mess with it right now here, everybody, because I can see, this is the part of your life that so much starts changing, and we're not the same age, but, I'll let you say whatever you want on that, but I notice my hair's thinner. I've lost a lot of hair and the color's changing. And so I'm trying to find a cut that doesn't make me look, and I said this word to my husband, marmy. So
Marmy?
Marmy. It's like MARMY, like kind of, I don't even know how to, you know what it means? I might have to do it. It's like
granny, or
kind of a school. I don't know. I know the word, but I can't translate it.
Oh, probably a lot of people do know, but I was like, I don't know. So there
It's
probably some people who don't know. So
it's a random word, and I have this weird lexicon anyway. So it means kind of old lady at home. There's a great scene in I've been thinking about it a lot. Steel Magnolias. This is a movie 80s, maybe into the 90s, one of Julia Roberts' first. And there's this whole thing that Julia Roberts says to her mom about her hair looks like a helmet. And it's this hairstyle. It's the same bob. It's
oh, so you can get it out of your head. Yeah.
it's like it's the opening scene of that movie, and it's just hilarious. Think about it. And it's Sally Field who plays the mom, and my hair's fine. You're always telling me it looks like a helmet. And they're at a hairdresser. Dolly Parton's in the scene. Great. I mean, it's just a lot of big actresses. But anyway, I think it's an interesting time for me. And I've always really wanted my hair to be nice and trendy. That's not new, but now I'm finding new challenges. That's what I'm trying to say.
Say.
Yeah. With hair too, or other things?
Yeah. So I'm turning 43 in a month. Also not afraid to say my age. I'm proud
So
to be,
you guys can see the
43.
gap.
But the grays are coming in. Also not afraid of the grays, but it's just like I have still a lot of hair. But it's like just a stripe or two. So it's not matching, and you get more, how do you say it? It's just not fitting. Like I have my hair half up or something, and it's just bothering me. And I don't want to be bothered about it, and I do want to be bothered about it. And for a year, I've been thinking, what can I do? Also with my hairdresser, like, because I want to embrace it, but it doesn't have to be in the foreground. So this week I did some color shampooing, and it's actually looking really great, and I am happy about it. So yeah, I'm like, hair is so important for, I think, a lot of women. You just want to look good, and hair is such a big part of how you look and how you feel. Like, yeah.
A big deal, because it's something, I don't know how you feel about this, but I feel like it's something I have a little more control on. Of course, I can't.
Yeah, and I think we both have great hair. Even though yours is changing. I just said to you, like, you look great, because I don't see it, but I get that you see it, because that's like you look in a different way at yourself, and you look so much at yourself, and you know what's not, quote unquote.
Yes. And I got into a little discussion about it with my sisters and a few other people, because I was really annoyed. Like, you spend time.
Oh, it's the worst.
Spend money.
Having a horrible haircut. No,
and I had it the day before you were doing a photo shoot thing with me, and I made it work that day, but I was just like, here's the thing. I haven't colored my hair since 2016. I have an autoimmune disease, so I decided to stop coloring it. And I, like you, I'm like, okay, come on in, Grace, let's do it. And, that was a couple years after I turned 40, I think around the same age, 43. And I was doing that because I just didn't want more chemicals into my body, and blah, da, 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 da. And they say, I don't know who they are. If you have one autoimmune disease, you can get another one, blah, 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 whatever. I'm just doing whatever preventative stuff that I can. But I also was like, okay, if the grays are going to come. And you may not see it, but it's coming in a different way than most people's. And it's like one gray here, one gray there, but it's like a sheen over the brown.
Tinsels. I just heard somebody call them tinsels, and I love that.
Okay. Yeah.
I love it for other people.
I'm not a Christmas tree. I remember tinsel. Okay, we call them tinsels, those silvery
Yeah,
things.
I know. That's why I liked it.
I like it, but I wish it was more shiny like that, but
Oh, yeah.
this isn't it's really I took, like, a selfie of myself and I could see it. It's just the right hit of the light, you can see it.
I
It
know.
also is what's making it look duller. Now,
Yeah.
I would love to be one of those white, gray, more, white
Well, I just had
silver bombshells,
I
right?
had a conversation with my sister. My sister's 10 years younger than me. So sometimes she just likes to point out I'm older. Um, she was like,
Okay.
"Oh, that's a lot of gray." And then she made a really good comeback. She's like, "Yeah, I was just thinking about it. Like, mom and grandma, they have gray, and they do. Finally, when they got the full hair, they have a
Mm,
beautiful gray head of hair." And she's like, "I am grateful for that, so I can look forward to like finally when everything gets in. It's like you were saying, like the beautiful grayish
right.
white hair."
No one tells you how it's gonna work though,
No.
because my mom, and this is no shame, like, I feel like, and I wanna say this in this conversation, I feel like whatever you choose is right
Yeah.
for you,
Yeah.
and I was rocking, like, here it is, 10 years later, haven't colored my hair, but I used to be a big fan of coloring my hair. I used to go bleach blonde, I used to do all kinds of things, and I've been flirting with that idea again because I don't like this tinsel because it's killing the vibrancy of the hair. Like,
Yeah.
it's either come on in or
Yeah.
don't, like,
No,
like
I
literally.
totally agree with you. So that's why I was on the fence with my hair too. But I
Yeah,
do like the color shampooing what's doing
looks
now.
great. Mhm.
Because I also don't wanna like it's getting like the grays are gray.
Yeah.
So that means like you have to color it like every 2, 4 weeks. And I was not looking forward to that part. So I'm trying to avoid that
Yeah.
maintenance of doing it every month. But I totally get like the coloring and like I'm looking at my hair now. I'm like, ooh, I love the
Mm.
shine of a good hair color. And yeah.
You lose that when it gets more gray, and my gray was subtle. So this brings up what happened at the hairdresser. Maybe it's the title of this podcast. The older I get, the
Mm,
more different things I need, and I am not somebody who likes to do that very often, like, "Oh, I'm special." I don't but it's true, and I keep finding I have to have different conversations with the same service people or medical people because my body's not the same, and I'm trying to address it and embrace it as it is,
mm,
and this is kind of deeper under this, but, like, I'm not getting what I need because I don't know what this is. So, for instance, this hair, it's thin, it's got a color that I don't understand how to be with. And then, like, for those who are watching, I've lost a lot. So I have like a new way of, I'm parting it the same, but I was been talking to the hairdresser about parting it a different way because I have to do a lot of work on the bang area because I lost hair. I'm really putting myself out there. Um, and I'm having this conversation with her in Dutch. So there's probably lost in translation. And I brought up the coloring thing. And you know what she said to me? She's like, well, you're going to have to color it a lot more. Now, me being a little bit from the capitalist side of things, I'm American. Uh, yeah, that means I'm just coming to your salon more. What are you telling me? You don't want to color my hair? Like, I want to feel good about my hair, and I'm struggling with this in between phase.
yeah.
And her response was, well, you're just going to have to keep coloring it. Well, yeah, okay. But actually, I was trying to talk about this thing that I saw where it's like phasing in the gray. So I had a friend a couple years ago do it, and then her hair finally went white. And so by then she had gotten used to it, but she was coloring it at the same time. And it's like a blending thing.
Yeah, I see it more often now. Yeah. Thankfully. Let's just say that too. Like
Yeah.
um, 10 years ago, it wasn't, they
It's
were
not,
not doing it. And now I think it's much more um you see it more often to
Mhm.
embrace the gray hairs. We have great role models who are older and um yeah, embracing how they look, the things that come with age.
Yeah.
Um, and I think that's great. Yeah, I love that. But I don't. That's the thing, right? With a great hairdresser, I do have a great hairdresser. Um,
Mhm.
so I'm grateful for that because I have beautiful hair, but it's a lot, and somebody doesn't need to be afraid to cut it to go deep because otherwise I will not have the hair I want. So yeah, she is not
Yes.
afraid to cut. So I love her for that, and she's also good at coloring.
Mm.
But yeah, I saw that too. That like the grayish and or like there's a warmer brownish. But that's the thing. Like the blondes do have more fun.
You gotta say it. Yeah.
I yeah, I don't believe in that, but
Mm.
it's easier because gray and blondes are closer to each other, and we have that contrasty of dark hair.
Yeah. I mean, and believe it or not, I was born brown, but my hair went blonde when I was young. And then
I
it went
was a
brown.
blonde, and then my hair turned brown.
So, and so in this conversation with her, she even talked about what she called blending. And
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah. She's like, well, you're still going to have to come more often. And I'm like, okay, I don't know what I'm saying that makes you not want me to come to this salon.
Maybe that's the Dutch. We like because she probably heard it a lot. Like the Dutch don't want to spend a lot of money on their hair. Maybe
I
that's
will.
the thing. Yeah,
I'm
I
having
know,
a hard,
but you're American.
you know, well, maybe I don't, but I'm also on the other side of it because I am American. It's like you're losing money here, lady.
Yeah, but
I mean,
maybe
I like
it's a cultural thing. I don't know. Yeah.
it's honest, but like I couldn't. I was like, all right, maybe she doesn't know how to do it.
No, I think it's more. I think it's honestly because my hairdresser told me to. I think they get so much pushback of when they done it. Like then they help people transition, and then they're like, "Oh, I have to come every month," and they get so much that they're just like already preparing themselves. Like
Disclaimer.
yeah, disclaimer. You will
Once we
see
do
me
it,
every month.
but
Yeah.
that's not even true. I mean, like, yes, and you can also help them grow it out. I mean, but there's a
Well,
lot of different
some
things.
hairdressers because I know a friend of mine, she has like a membership for hair,
Oh, okay.
so
Mm,
she
fancy.
pays a fixed,
Business card, yeah. Okay.
and then she can come in whenever she wants.
Ooh, that's an interesting salon technique.
Yeah,
Well, I've, been living here in the Netherlands since 2009, and I've struggled with a lot of hairdressers, even way back then. And I get kind of uncomfortable. And I know this is my own thing at the way things, back then I was like, oh, they took a razor once and cut my hair. And I've already have thin hair to begin with before turning 50 and stuff, or perimenopause, let's say. But the razor thing was
the
horrible.
fun era.
What?
The
The
fun era.
the fun. Believe
When
it.
when your body goes to poop.
When your body just says, "Hey, you don't have to do this other bullshit anymore." So, hey, we're gonna
Energy,
change
energy.
everything.
Do you really need energy?
Do you need a nap? Do it.
Yeah. Do you still want to wear jeans? No? Okay.
Get into skirts. But
Elastic waistbands.
yeah. Oh, God bless. And also linen clothes. Yes, for hot flashes. I mean, most
I'm
breathable.
not totally there yet, but sometimes, yeah.
And some women don't get them, but breathable. And it's not like, how we have like yoga pants and stuff. That's not the same.
No.
You need like more than cotton. You need like literally linen is the best. And it's also linen is much better and kinder to your skin because everything starts to dry up and feel and it's itchy.
Okay.
And oh my God, there's so many things. I'm going to take it down because I know you're new to the game. But anyway, but going back to what you said.
Just got it started.
We got the party started and we could go off to the moon and back. You said something I think is really important about your sister and what she said about seeing your mom and your grandma with full heads of gray hair.
Yeah.
That is a modeling, and like I said, no shame to my mom, but I think she never got past that tinsel phase because it's an uncomfortable place to be. And so she does blonde. But what I think I liked about what your sister was saying there was what they're role modeling what I'm going to look like, and they're not hiding it, right? Which again, no matter what way you go,
No shame.
but I think I know my Generation X, and I believe you're in there. Yeah, 83.
No, I'm millennial.
You guys are on the cusp.
I am the bridge between you two.
Oh my God, another bridge. Okay.
Yeah.
My sister is 83 or 2, and no, she's an 82. That's it. She's an 82. So yep, you're on the other side. It's weird how they come up with this stuff.
I know, and it depends on who you're listening to. Yeah,
what you believe. Blah blah blah. My daughter could talk circles about this. She thinks it's funny, all the names, but I could care less. I just know with me and my generation, whoever identifies that way, we're talking about all this stuff because we're like, my mom didn't tell me this stuff. My sister didn't tell me. Like nobody tells you because it's the part that society wants us to hide, and it's the biggest part of our life. It's the biggest part of our life. Everything else comes and goes fast, and then when you hit perimenopause and come into these ages, it's a third of your life. So this is what we're like. This is the rest of my life.
Yeah.
No more changes, which is kind of interesting.
Well, right? A client friend of mine, she is in her 60s, and she is a coach for 50 plus women, and she was here just a couple of months ago, and she was telling me about like that because we grow older now than every generation, like that they put it into new terms, like actually that between 50 and 75, it's not I forgot how she told me, like it's not it is the fall they use as the seasons, but it's not like it's actually when you more blooming, because we actually don't stop working after 67, or like that they do more volunteer work or anything else, like because you really grown into the woman you are,
right? And
like if I compare it, like with my other grandma, both actually, but they were really old women, and now if you look at her, for example, she's not like my mom in the same way. They take care, and that sounds so really bad to say take care of herself, but they wear modern clothes. They are more of the world. They live differently.
They look less marmy. Sorry, I had to put it in there. Yes, they're more modern. Go on. I cut you off.
And I like I'm not getting. She can tell it more better than I do, but it's really hit home for me, and like, oh, I'm just getting started. Like there's like, I'm not even 50. There's still like another part coming when you're really becoming more yourself and doing the things you want to do. And and the appearance is changing, and but I also see, and that's for me, she is a great example. But I love that there's a lot of things to hate about social media, but I think also a lot of things to love about social media is that you get more informed and more role models of all, like normally we just get the photo models and skinny, I'm just doing this actresses. But it's like It's
Yeah.
the same kind of person, while the average woman is so much more diverse, and now you see that diversity growing even more on TV, yes, but I see it more on social media, and such a great role models who really own who they are with great hair or a fuller body or
Yeah, baby got
whatever.
back. I got baby got back right away. I was like, "Hey, who's that behind me?" Um, it is like this it's an interesting, complicated time, and I think, like I was saying, this whole thing about I don't know how to address this stuff because this is new, right?
Mm.
And it's uncomfortable. I was in a boxing class not too long ago and I have shoulder pain. I don't want to talk about it, like, poor me. It's, I'm not afraid of aging. I don't want the focus on me for it, right? But then something changed in all of this in the last couple months. I'm like, yeah, but I need different things. I can't jump up and down like a 20-year-old, and I don't want to. And I don't want to hide that I'm 53. I know decades ago women didn't tell their age. I don't give a flying boop about that.
Same, but
I
we
want to.
also look really great for our age. I just gave you
Oh,
last week or so, like that. My friend told me, like, "Oh, say hi to Susan," and how she looks so good. And like, how old is she actually? And I was saying, "You're guessing your age," and she's like, "No way, she's not in her 50s."
that's right, ladies. You can look this good too. Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate that. I have always my whole life been told I look a lot younger than I am. And thank you. I mean, I don't know how. I remember somebody one time when I was 20, well, you look like you're 12, which is the last thing you want to hear. I had a hard time getting served at bars,
Oh, I
and then
never had that problem, but I
I
had the greatest thing. Like, when I was young and you needed to look older, I look older. And then when you had that switch on face, like, and then always people, I don't mind. I never had something to do with my age, but I had friends who always asked people around
mm,
them, "How old do you think I am?" I
ugh,
always hated that. So I just told it straight out, and they were always like, "No, you're kidding." And still happening to me. And now when you're like 42, or like,
yeah.
it does feel good when people say, "No, you're not 42." I'm like, "Yes, I
Yeah.
am."
And I
No.
remember as soon as I crossed the 40 line and people thought I was 26, once I was like, what? Okay, this is what they were talking about way back then. They're like, you'll be fine at 40. You'll love it. And I also had a baby. So that also kind of added to it, like a
Yeah.
young mom kind of thing. I was like, yeah, my daughter's even helping out. Um, I'll use my prop, but I certainly did not feel like
Yeah.
26, right? And there's lots, like you said, this you can see so many different new things out online. Back in the day, it was just what was in the magazine or what was on TV. And
Or the
that is
clothes
actually
you buy. Like,
right.
let's be honest, like, when my grandma's, she's 93,
Whoa.
maybe
Felicitaires.
94. Yeah, on that side of the family, they get old. Not sure if that's also a great thing in the way they get old, but that's another subject.
Yeah,
But
that's
my
for our
mom
next
still
podcast.
orders for her out of the magazines.
Really?
Yes.
Well, that's adorable. I kind of miss it though. I have to say, I used to like
It's still around.
LL Bean, some other. I know Victoria's Secret had a pretty good deal, but that's not really a great one to talk about. Um, but going through the magazines and going,
Yeah.
oh, I like those. And I mean, I was more of a store shopper to begin with. It was really hard for me to get into online shopping. In
Oh, no,
fact,
I love it. My introvert just loves the scrolling and finding what I need instead
I
of going to the shops and never finding it. And
I
it's
know.
also something when you like, I gained a lot of weight. So I changed in sizes, and those sizes are not in store. And it's
Yeah.
really hard to shop. So it's easier for me to shop online,
Well,
actually.
I see a lot of benefit from it, but it's actually my wedding dress was the very first online clothing piece I
Oh,
ever bought. But I like to touch the
oh
material
yes. Yeah. No, I get it. Yeah.
because
That's I
you
miss that.
can't always see it. But yeah.
Yeah,
But
I'm
now I'm quite used to it. I mean, silk is silk. That was easy for me to understand. It's just like, great. I like that. But when it comes to like cotton or all these microfibers, it's just, I've gotten over it, but I just remember going, my younger sister, she was always into it. She's like, why do anything else? You don't have to talk to people. The lighting, you can dress how you want. You're not rushed because there's a line out the door. I'm like, yeah, you make some good points. But also, yeah, and the mirrors too. I hate the mirrors. So as I get older, the online shopping, I love it. It's gotten a lot easier.
yeah.
But back to the whole role modeling thing. Obviously through the magazine, you're going to get models in social media world. I mean, I think that's a beautiful thing that we're seeing. We're seeing people go, I'm not going to get my face lifted, or I'm going to get my hair colored. Well, I'm not. And I think having more of an expansive conversation instead of you need to be, right?
Mm. But also the information about hormones and the availability of, because it's a lot. I
It
know I
really,
just came to the party, but like for me, it was already a struggle to, yeah.
mm,
And I'm surrounded by a lot of women who talk openly about it. My mom isn't. Like that's the funny
mm,
thing. You go to your mom to ask stuff like, "Did you have that? Did you?" And then they're like, go blank. Like, no, it's not a problem anymore. So it's never been
yeah.
there. And I'm like, okay, great.
Yeah,
Um,
exactly. It's important to have, I know we're talking about hair, but I like hearing how other people are with things. And it is unfortunate. And I look at those generations of women and go, well, they didn't want to get old because that's the way the culture
yeah,
makes us feel. I'm going to
well,
say it, ineffective
yeah,
after a certain age.
which is totally not the truth. And
Oh,
that's maybe what I was trying to get to, like that um
mm,
you get even more beautiful with age. It's like a good wine. You get more beautiful with age because of um you grow stronger, you know more who you are. That's the
mm,
parts I love about getting older. You like I'm getting at that part that literally give zero fucks what everybody else is. I'm not there yet, totally, but it's
still
getting
work in
there.
progress. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. I mean, well, and that's what I'm learning through all the hormonal changes in the body things. Like, I just had this conversation earlier today. Just because the doctor says it's this way, I know it's different. And
Yeah.
he's never going to experience it. And so, all
Oh,
of these things, as frustrating as they are saying you have to ask for what you want now.
yeah.
You have to give no, like, because there is no research done on female hormones in medical school. It's changing. I want to say it's changing. There's actually, this is really cool. In Amsterdam, there's a team of female doctors that have come together to create a center studying female hormones specifically for this major change in our life. But it's still in development and there's so much work to be done. But most people, most medical professionals, medicine is all tested on men, all kinds of things are made for men. And this it's a very vulnerable time for
Yeah.
women. And
Yeah.
it's really telling you, okay, you got to stand up for yourself. It's going to be hard. No one's going to have a fast pass or an easy answer. And you got to keep, I just went through this with my shoulder, still working on it. But and that is teaching you to, say, I give no more fucks because you're not listening to me. So I'm going to go to the next guy and really demanding for what you need.
Yeah.
There's nothing like pain
And
as a motivator.
for me, women around me like you and the others, like seeing the way you have to push through all the roadblocks.
Yeah.
Because it's also such a mind fuck. I've been in a mind fuck because I was like, I'm 42. I know I've been perimenopausal probably for a couple of years now, but I was like, it can't be that bad. And like I'm now getting into
Mm.
asking for hormones, but I was so afraid of it because I did have the conversation and I have the women around me, but they're also a
Mm.
little bit older, and I was like, maybe I'm too young to do this because there's no information about it. And I went to the GP, and then she told me like, you probably had to go back to birth control too. And I'm like, no, I don't want to go back to birth control. There must be something else. I'm like, and it's
Good.
such a dun, 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 dun. And I'm like, look at me. I tried everything. I literally
Yeah.
tried everything.
Yeah. It's where it starts.
Work with
Yeah.
me.
Yeah. And you have to keep going back, and you have to, it's not an easy thing. I'm not going to sugarcoat it, but it is also it is about self-empowerment.
Yeah.
It's the hardest course of self-empowerment you're going to get. And then after that, you're just like, yeah, whatever. I'm going to do blue hair now. Fuck y'all.
Love
I
it.
love those
I
women.
love those women who are just getting bolder by the day. I am
Oh,
like I am in getting into that era again because like my body changed in the last couple of years so much, and I actually just put on a reel on the gram about visibility and that I've realized that I've been hiding.
oh,
Uh,
wow. Powerful. Yeah.
um, and that had because it's also so unconsciously that because
Mm.
yes, I am an introvert, but I'm also extroverted, and I don't mind doing this kind of stuff or taking photographs, but I also know what I do like and I don't like. And
Amen. Yeah.
I didn't like me all the time.
Yeah. That's hard.
So it was harder, and I was like, oh, I'm not made for social media because it's so
Mm.
fake and stuff like that. And now I'm getting realizing like, oh, that's just a coping mechanism or like a security, like because if I say that, then I don't have to show up, and
Yes. Oh,
and
shit.
and then I don't have to be seen, so nobody can judge me or reject me or like all the beautiful
Mm.
things we have. And now I'm getting out a little bit more out of it, and I think that has to do with gray hairs, with gaining weight, with under chin, fuller face, under eyes.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, and this morning I was like, oh, some of my friends have done the under eye removal.
Oh,
I'm like,
really?
oh,
Because of the
I'm
puffiness?
getting there too.
Yeah.
Yes, like that the puffy thing gets in their
Like the
eyes.
hood. Oh, the hooded eyes is what they call it. So the
Yeah,
skin kinda comes down. If
yeah,
people are
and you
watching the
and you
video, I'm touching my eyes. Yeah, exactly.
for
So
the
they
tired
what do they
eyes.
do? Get it pinned up or
No, they remove a little bit of the sack. The hood gets removed.
the hood?
The hood gets
We're
removed,
taking the hood off your
and
eyes.
it's actually just in and out. It's not even that
Oh,
hard. Yeah. And
okay.
they're around my age and younger to do it
Mhm.
but they also had like because it's tiring. Like now I'm overdoing it, but yeah. So
No, I mean, there's yes. But I wanna talk about that because I think you bring up something. It's hard. I had a lot of social anxiety over the last couple of years because I'm like, these jeans fit last week. I mean, it felt like that way to me. Okay, obviously it's not, but I'm learning more about high cortisol and how it creates this vicious cycle with insulin intolerance or yeah, no, is it intolerance or resistance? And I've just learned all this stuff by this wonderful I'm gonna shout out What the Menopause. That's, Jessica's handle, and I learned a lot about nutrition, and it's a game changer. Um, not knowing how to balance our hormones ever, never. ever. Like no one ever, oh, she must be getting her period. I mean, yeah, because it sucks. The weight, you get bloated, you feel tired. We're supposed to be resting, but we live in a society that won't let us. I mean, I could go on my soapbox about that, but it's all about self-love and loving yourself as you are. That's fine, but I don't know this body. And it takes a minute, and then if you are online in any way, shape, or form, this part is okay, but like baby got back, I've had my moments too, and I'm still kind of navigating clothing and I want to move more. And I've had joint pain that took me off the yoga mat for 2 years. And then I got that back. And now I've got a shoulder pain. So can't do what? It's a whole new apparatus, basically.
It changes. Like you can get up and like this morning, before we got on the phone, sorry, hit the mic. I had a good day finally after a couple of days because I got my period and and some other things. And then this morning I was like, yes, let's go. And then in the afternoon dip, and I was like, oh, sorry, now we have to do and my energy is so low. But then it's just us and I get energy, thankfully. But even that, like you can wake up and you think like, oh, I look great. And I'm like, oh, I'm feeling myself. And then you go like, I have an apartment with an elevator with a big mirror. And then I step in the elevator. I'm like, what happened between I'm walking out of my door and
these mirrors are wrong. Somebody changed them out.
Or like you go out and then you come back and you look in the mirror. I'm like, this wasn't the same thing I looked at it 2 hours ago. Whatever. Or loading up the belly, or like you're like, oh gosh.
To be honest, no matter what age you are, that's happening all the time, every hour of the day.
Yeah.
You are okay. And it doesn't have to do all the time with what you're eating. It has to do with the chemistry of your body processing whatever. There's so much going on. But I mean, I remember when I was putting on jeans and I'm like, what's this extra like upper butt, I call it. Like extra I got an upper butt part. Like it's not the muffins. It's not flying out of my pants on the top. It's like, okay, people, we're really real in this one. It's just extra upper butt. It's my upper butt level, it's not. It's a different kind of weight, and it's so. And I think it's okay to be in that.
Yeah.
And try, because there's nobody with like the manual on you. You can get all the tips from all these great influencers, and please go look at people and listen and try things. You got to feed your body different. You got to exercise different. That's a big one.
Yeah.
And you got to learn how to do it for yourself. But there's also a great mourning period and sadness that's going to happen because it's a change, just like any change in life, right?
And just be okay with it. That sometimes you just be like, and then get over it.
Well, or get over it or get through it, actually.
Yeah.
Find people.
That's what I meant. It's funny. I mean,
no, I know. It's, all good intentions, but having the right people around you, like you were saying, I have older friends and it is helpful. And so I did a stand-up comedy on my trans, this time of my life or whatever. And I had so many women come up to me after it and go, thank you for talking about it. And of course it's all comedic.
And but I think that's also an important point. Like, yes, we can laugh about it, but we want to feel and hear we're not the only ones. And I think that's the thing. We talk about it more, but it's still not talk about it a lot. Like, even I remember when I had my first, like, with the same age, like when you have complaints, I always have a little bit more complaints about periods and stuff. And they were, and you just actually don't get the feedback. And then you're like, oh, fuck, I'm weird.
Yeah. Oh.
And
Or oh, I froze.
yeah,
Yeah. Or and this is kind of what happened to me with this hairdresser thing. A lot of times our friends need just to be heard because
yeah.
it's so easy to take it away. Like the hairdresser saying, "Well, you'll have to keep coming back." Yes. And maybe that's what I need right now. Maybe oh, sorry, I'm getting a little note here, people, so we might have to end soon. But maybe I need color shampoo. Maybe I need to get the hoods out,
Yeah.
you know? Um, and it's, getting over it is a way of processing through it. And it's sad, funny. It's all of it.
And also, how do you exposure therapy? Like, go look at yourself in the mirror and
Ooh,
just
yeah.
look at it. And like, I've been photographing myself more often and just work through it because, yes, there are some less amazing pictures, but there are also like ones when you work through it, I'm like, oh, she still
Mm,
got it. And I think that is like
that's beautiful.
learning to
Mm,
look at yourself with love and respect and compassion about who you are now. And
mm,
yeah, we just changed. I'm not the 20-year-old me. I look at pictures and I'm like, ooh, I wish I known how great I looked at that age. And now I'm like, oh, but why am I
yep.
not doing it for my 42-year-old and look like, oh, you look great.
Yeah,
Because probably when I'm
exactly.
50 and I'm looking back at my pictures, I'm like, look at you at 42, girl.
Well, and you know what's funny about that is I look at the pictures and I'm like, wow, look at how little my face was. It looks so small
Yeah.
and there's nothing and it's pretty, don't get me wrong, but I actually do like all the bumps and lines and things. And I mean, I feel I can see the wisdom and I'm not just saying that for hyperbole or, to be dismissive. I know what I've been through. And so
Yeah.
what you said, like the exposure therapy, what I love about that, and that's confronting, but also we're more than just our bodies. And
Yep.
our bodies are trying to take care of us. That's another way of looking at it.
And what I'm also telling my clients every time they look at when they did a photo shoot and look back at them, I'm like, look at yourself like you look at the people you love. Because we are
Mm.
our hardest critics. And we look at the things we don't like about each other. And that's the same thing when you take a picture of yourself. Just go look at it, like when you look at a loved one. Because, like what
Oh,
you were saying with your hair, to come back to that, like I don't see it. I get it, but I don't see it. And that's the same
right.
thing. Like we got so focused on ourselves, like, oh, I have this zip, or oh, I look so puffy today. And
Mm,
someone else can see you and like, oh, look at you glowing, girl. What do you
I know.
do?
I
And
know. We gotta give that to ourselves. And I think that's what this is all about, right? Like, I'm still playing with the hair, but and what I said to you when you said it, I'm like, I I receive your compliment, but I can't take it in because I and that's what we have what happens. It's like, well, somebody else sees you with the love light and you're still, so there's stuff here, right?
yeah,
I'm still learning how to be with this hair. I'm just going to be honest.
and that's
But
okay too.
yeah. Yeah. Wow. This was a great conversation, Wendy, as usual. You have anything else you want to say on this
No,
before
I
we
think
close up?
I always have a lot to say, but I think it's a great way to end this.
I want to say thank you so much. And I think I will have you come back for other things. And because, a long time ago, we were talking about doing a podcast together. And we've been through a journey together. It's quite a thing to take on running your own business. And I'd love to have you back if you're open to that.
Yes, of
And
course. Always.
great. But thank you for today. And with that, from my cup to yours. Thank you for listening to this latest episode of Between Sips. If you liked what you heard, please consider subscribing to this channel. Or if you want to continue this conversation, join my community over on Substack. You'll find all the information below. And thank you for listening. Until next time, from my cup to yours.